Scott Holiday here, and welcome back to Plus 2 Wrestling. This is part 2 of every event that's happening in Philadelphia or the surrounding areas on WrestleMania week. Now, I wanted this to be one video, but it got way too long, and actually it worked out because, one, a bunch of stuff over the weekend actually got canceled, so this video is actually going to be shorter than I expected. Two, some of the things were actually moved and incorrect. For example, I need to now add that the WrestleFigure podcast, the major WrestleFigure podcast, that's the Majors brothers, it's Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder or Matt Cardona. Their podcast at Dave & Buster's at some places is listed as being on Friday. It's not. It's on Thursday, April 4th at 7 p.m. And they will be joined by Smart Mark Sterling. So be sure to check that out. Also, I just wanted to really quickly, if you want to see me, I'll be at WrestleJohn at Attic Brewing on Wednesday. And I will be at Euphoria at Attic Brewing on Thursday, and I will be at No Escape, that is the Combat Fights Unlimited show in Gloucester City, New Jersey on Thursday. So we're not doing a full plug-in, we're just going to jump right into this. Now, a lot of things has changed in a week, so there's been a few things where I say that no card has been announced, and a card has been announced by then. Some of these I did reshoot, and some of these are from the one really long session of recording I did. See if you can figure out which ones are reshoots. Watch the hair. That's the clue. All right, let's jump into this. It is Friday, April 5th, and you can go to WWE's World at WrestleMania at the Philadelphia Convention Center. I already mentioned it. They're doing it for another day. But also WrestleCon officially starts on Friday at the Sheraton Philadelphia downtown location. It's the same place the Sting event with hors d'oeuvres and drinks was. There you can meet so many professional wrestlers that are not currently signed by the WWE, but they charge per autograph, so bring your wallet and get ready to meet some of your favorite independent wrestling stars. Or you can go to Heavy Hitters Thai Boxing for a Muay Thai class with Bobby Fish if you want to die, I guess. I'll probably do that one. It sounds awesome. Back to the GCW Collective now as Tokyo Joshi Pro presents live in Philadelphia at the Auditorium at Penn's Landing Caterers. It's a really nice place. Again, I really don't want to butcher these names. I looked them up and how to say them, but I'm going to butcher them. So I'm just going to say the names of people that I know. Makito will be there, Riho will be there, Billy Starks will be here, and Max the Impaler will be there. I'm sorry, I'm just bad at speaking Japanese, but it's going to be a fantastic show. Joshi Pro is some hard-hitting female Japanese wrestling, so be sure to check that out if you can get tickets to the GCW Collective. At 11:30 a.m. back at Heavy Hitters Thai Boxing, it is DDP Yoga with Bobby Fish. If you want to not die, if you want to, center your body and work on your breathing and your flexibility, check that one out. I might try to go to that one too. Yoga not for you? Well then at 1 p.m. why don't you head over to the ECW Arena, that's the 2300 Arena, for Battleground Championships Wrestling's Born to Die, the exact opposite of DDP Yoga. There you will see the BCW World Championship on the line as Brian Kendrick defends against Lindsay Dorado. Crowbar faces Facade, who are two of my absolute favorites, so I had to bring those guys up. I can't believe they'll be facing off at the ECW Arena. And in six-man tag action, the team of The Sex with Your Next Ex Express take on the new Backseat Boys with Johnny Cashmere. It should be a really fun show at the ECW Arena. At 2:30 p.m., we're going back to the Sheraton in Philadelphia's downtown area for WrestleCon's Extreme Luncheon Buffet. Don't have a lot of information on this one, but it's in Philadelphia and has the word extreme in it. Expect some ECW people to be eating tater tots with you. But eat quickly, because by 3 p.m. we got to be back over at GCW. We got to go back to the very nice place, the auditorium at Penn's Landing Caterings, for Progress Wrestling's Chapter 165, Freedom Walks Again. There, the Women's Championship will be on the line as Lana Austin tries to wrestle that title away from Riho. Plus, in tag team action for the World Tag Team Championship, cheeky little buggers will battle the Sunshine Machine and Sanity. That's going to be absolutely crazy. Get it? Because Sanity? Do you get it? I'm getting tired. Here's a new location for you at the Trinity Center for Urban Life in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It is Wrestling Revolver and House of Glory Wrestling. You check this out at 3 p.m. where Mustafa Ali will battle Amazing Red. Plus, for the House of Glory Championship and the Revolver Championship, it is champion versus champion as Santana battles Alex Shelley. Plus, in a Philadelphia street fight, there's a lot of Philadelphia street fights this week. I don't know why that's such a popular stipulation this week, but Steve Macklin will be taking on Charles Manson. At 4 p.m., I got 3 options for you. You can head over to the Sheraton for WrestleCon again, because that is when the Extreme Life of Matt Hardy podcast will be. Just a laid-back podcast with Matt Hardy talking about his life on the road. Or you can head over to the ECW Arena, that's the 2300 Arena, for Battleground Championship Wrestling's Block Party and Meet and Greet. The Dudley Boys are going to be there, Too Cold Scorpio, Super Crazy Kevin Sullivan's supposed to be there, Crowbar and Facade, who I love, will also be there. Marty Jannetty's supposed to be there. Just a laid-back meet and greet with some of your favorite wrestlers. Or you can head over to FDR Skate Park at 4 p.m. where New Fear City presents Murder Mania Philadelphia. So those are your options at 4 p.m. It's up to you. 6 p.m. at Independence Hall, you can get more DDP Yoga with Bobby Fish. Or you can head on over to the American Legion post, number 133 in Woodbury, New Jersey, for All for One's Wrestling from the Wrestling Independent. There you will see LSG battling the world-famous Cheeseburger. Also scheduled to appear is Vita Von Star and the closer, Jared Diaz. At 7 p.m., you can if you're lucky enough to score tickets, head over to GCW for Joey Janela's Spring Break 8. This is going to be at the very nice place, the auditorium of Penn's Landing Catering. And if you don't know what Spring Break is, it is always the craziest, silliest, mind-blowing show. Things that you would never believe you were going to see tend to happen at Joey Janela's Spring Break. And there you'll see Joey Janela compete for the GCW World Championship against Blake Christian and Matt Cardona versus Blue Cane. Someone finally booked it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. If you can't be there, check it out. Something else. But if you don't have tickets to that, then please head over to All for One Pro Wrestling 1CW. That's going to be at 7 p.m. at the American Legion post number 133 in Woodbury, New Jersey. Still no card, but a night of professional wrestling. Then at 8 o'clock, I got a Scott Holiday approved show for you. It is Suplex Mania Presents Friday Night Laugh Down. It is going to be a night of stand-up comedy about pro wrestling, about the thing that you love, because you made it this far in the video. And old Scott Holiday will be your host. So please, come to Suplex on South Street in Philadelphia. I'll be hosting a comedy show along with Mike Beavers, Andrew Boss, and Laura Crane, among some other fantastic comics. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come hang out and check out also the memorabilia that they have at Suplex. Now, I know that you'll be at Suplex Mania, but at 8 p.m., there's this other thing that's going on. It's called Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. ROH is, this little company that's connected to AEW, and, the ROH World Championship is on the line as Eddie Kingston defends against Mark Briscoe. Just stuff like that. You can check that out at the Liacouras Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Also at 7:30, I forgot to mention, there's this big tribute to the Extreme at the ECW arena. There's a lot of ECW stuff that happened at the ECW arena, and you might want to check that out at 7:30. There you will see, I don't know if these two have ever fought before, but Tajiri versus Super Crazy? Yeah, they're going to be going one-on-one. Plus, Al Snow versus Shane Douglas will be taking place. That's going to be special. And also, with a mystery special guest referee, I wonder who that could be. It's going to be Joe Gardner versus Bill Alfonso. It's going to be a lot of fun, so you can check that out at 7:30 at the ECW Arena. Also at 8 o'clock, we got All for One, 3 Legacies Wrestling at the American Legion Post number 133. We also have Friday Night SmackDown at the Wells Fargo Center. A little company called the WWE is doing that. ICW's NHB 61, the International Death Summit, if you're a fan of deathmatch wrestling, that's taking place in Williamstown, New Jersey at the H2O Center. There you will see Tara Zepp versus Shaza McKenzie and Clint Majera versus Hoodfoot. I think that's it for 8 o'clock. Is that it for 8 o'clock? Jesus. So 8 o'clock is absolutely stacked. I hope to see you at Suplex Mania for Friday Night Laughdown. But let's move away from 8 o'clock and let's go to 9 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, at the Top Tomato Bar in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, it is Ready to Rumble, a wrestling-themed dance party and hangout. So if you want to get your dance moves on, maybe after you've seen some great stand-up comedy, head on over to the Top Tomato Bar. Scheduled to appear? Oh, it's only DJ John Cena. John, like Philadelphia, John. He's going to be the not John Cena. John Cena won't be there. I'm 90% sure John Cena will not be there. Also, there's Atlantic All-Star Wrestling taking place at 9 p.m. over in Woodbury, New Jersey at the American Legion Hall. There you will see Devontes versus Zach Remus. Also, Journey Burke will battle Jasmine Allure and Zoe Cannon, so that should be fun. At 10 p.m., the WWE Hall of Fame ceremony is going on at the Wells Fargo Center. Already announced to be inducted are people like Paul Heyman, Bull Nakano, and Muhammad Ali. You can get your tickets now for the Wells Fargo Center. It's always a long but magical event. Also at 11:30, there's the big-ass Extreme Comedy Bash at Flaunt Fitness in East Philadelphia. That's not the one I'm performing on, but it's another great comedy show with wrestling themed. And then once again, just to include one more thing on this list, at 11:59 at the very nice place, the Auditorium at Penn's Landing Catering, GCW presents For the Culture. There you will see the frontman Jossie versus Too Cold Scorpio. Plus, Billy Dixon versus Darius Carter, the evil Darius Carter. It's going to be a fantastic show. You can watch it online if you don't have tickets to GCW's Collective. Guys, this list just keeps getting longer. And it starts earlier. Saturday, April 6th. Whew. WrestleCon Mania Moments Breakfast Buffet at the Sheraton. That starts at 8 a.m. You can also go to the City Winery of Philadelphia for the first session of the WrestleMania 40 Superstar Brunch. Also at 10 a.m., you still got the convention going on at the Philadelphia Convention Center. You still got Muay Thai with Bobby Fish at Heavy Hitters Thai Boxing. WrestleCon still going on in the Sheraton. Lots of great stuff going on, but let's get into those events. At 11 a.m., it is Game Changer Wrestling presents Effie's Big Gay Brunch. This is a lot of LGBTQA plus representation here, and there you will see Sawyer Wreck battling Max the Impaler and the team of Bussy, that's Effie and Allie Ketch, taking on Dirty Breeze, that is Tyler Breeze and Dirty Dango. Also scheduled to appear is Edith Surreal and my boys from The Runway, Calvin Couture and Tyler Klein. Also, at 11 a.m., the Suplex Mania block party starts. Suplex is taking over South Street and putting on a huge outdoor convention for all things professional wrestling, and there will be a wrestling show there. The card is not announced, but the play-by-play will be done by my boy ABJ, Anthony Blackwell Jr., unless I choke him out and take his spot. I'm not saying I'm gonna. I'm just saying it's an option that I have. Noon at H2O in Williamstown, New Jersey, it is Thrashelvania. There you will see Shazza McKenzie versus Delmy Exo. The Action Wrestling Championship will be on the line as Alex Kane defends against Brian Johnson. And in a four corners match for the #1 contendership for the IWTV World Tag Team Championship, Dan Champion teams with Harleen Lopez. Hopefully he doesn't drink too much at his birthday party, as he will have to battle the team of Irving West and Ash Bennett, along with the team of the Outfielders, Weber Hatfield and Shay McCoy, and the team of Good Hand, Kevin Ryan and Suge D, which you might know as Pineapple Pete. At high noon, it is High Noon at the Monster Factory in Paulsboro, New Jersey, presented by Kaiju Big Battle. If you don't know Kaiju Big Battle, what they do is they take the audience and they make them really, really big. This way they're the same size as a kaiju, like a Godzilla monster, and then you watch actual kaiju monsters battle each other. They're guys in big suits. It's really fun. And then they destroy buildings. It's like watching a live action episode of Power Rangers. It's always fun. Check out Kaiju Big Battle at the Monster Factory, very appropriate, at noon. Or, you could head over to the Wells Fargo Center. WWE will be putting on NXT Stand and Deliver. I'm not going to go through the matches. You know who the WWE is. Are you going to WrestleMania? Well, at 1:30 at Xfinity Live, the tailgate starts. You can head on over to the tailgate at Xfinity Live. There's supposed to be a lot of wrestlers there. There's rumors of Powerhouse Hobbs, Mojo Rawley, Taya Valkyrie are supposed to be floating around. So you can check out the tailgate at Xfinity Live. It starts at 1:30. Then at 2:30, hey, it's time for some more Game Changer Wrestling as Game Changer Wrestling takes on Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. So this is a battle of Joshi Pro versus GCW. No card has been announced yet, but expect some hard-hitting wrestling. 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, you can also head over to the Indigo Dispensary in Brooklawn, New Jersey, because RVD's going to be there. RVD's going to be at a dispensary. What can go wrong? It's 21 plus, it's at a dispensary, but meet RVD at a dispensary. It's wild. 4 p.m. at H2O in Williamstown, New Jersey. Expect the unexpected. It's ETU versus Dragon Gate. Should be a fantastic time as Marcus Mathers defends the ETU Key to the East Championship against Dragon Kid. Plus, Danny Demento takes on Ultimo Dragon. Yes, the Ultimo Dragon will be in action. Check that out at H2O in Williamstown at 4 p.m. Then you got WrestleMania. WrestleMania is taking place at Lincoln Financial Field. Night 1 of WrestleMania starts at 6:30. It starts early. There you will see The Rock and Roman Reigns get defeated by Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, making it so that the Bloodline cannot interfere in Night 2. Mark my words. Can't be there live? We can go over to the ECW arena. There's a big watch party presented by Battleground Championship Wrestling. You can watch WrestleMania in the ECW arena. Or you could stay at WrestleCon at the Sheraton in Philadelphia's downtown area, and you can watch WrestleMania there along with all the WrestleCon fans. You have options. You can also watch it on Peacock. But we're not done! 11:59 p.m. at the very nice place. GCW presents Joey Janela's Spring Break Clusterfuck Forever. If you don't know what the clusterfuck is, it is an 88-man Royal Rumble match. So, am I going to run through all 88 names? No. That would be insane. But you know what is truly insane? The GCW Tag Team Championships will also be on the line in a Punjabi prison match. It's insane that we're going to have a Punjabi prison match at all, really. But the fact that we're having it at GCW and the WWE has not sued them is completely bonkers. So it's a 2-match card, but those 2 matches are an 88-man Rumble and a Punjabi prison match. So head on over to that very nice place, the Auditorium at Penn's Landing Caterers, if you can, because it's part of the GCW collective, which is super sold out. Last day. All right, Sunday, April 7th. Closing out WrestleMania. First and foremost, you still got all the things I said that are going on. You got WrestleCon going on at the Sheraton in Philadelphia. You got at the Philadelphia or the Pennsylvania Convention Center, you still got the World at WrestleMania. That's basically the WWE's convention. You could still do Superstar Brunch at the City Winery. Those are very limited, though, so make sure you get your tickets. And also, you got Lapsed Fans, Bozos, Biceps, and Bullshit Brunch. It's at Punchline, Philadelphia. So if you need more laughs, you can head over to Punchline at noon for the Lapsed Fans, Bozo, Biceps, and Brunch bullshit. Also, there's Always Sunny at What Culture. The gang goes to WrestleMania. The fine folks at What Culture over in England are coming over to Underground Arts in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Meet Adam and Simon Miller at Underground Arts at noon. There's also the Indie Wrestling Hall of Fame taking part at the Sheraton. They're going to be inducting the Briscoes. They're going to be inducting Kevin Hogan and Trent Acid. So you can check that out at the Sheraton. At 1 p.m., though, you can head over to the Murphy Rec Center for Combat Zone Wrestling. Yes, CZW returns to Philadelphia at the historic Murphy Rec Center. There you will see its CZW rules as Mickey Knuckles battles Judge Joe Dredge.
I've come to set the record straight. You see, the CZW faithful have taken it upon themselves to accuse me of being a loser. Despite in my debut at Tournament of Death, never having my shoulders pinned to a mat or having my hand tap out on a canvas. But I am acting not out of predetermination, not out of malice, but out of opportunity, out of self-defense. I am merely reacting to the opportunity to prove to my peers that I am not a loser. Mickey Knuckles is a loser. You see, Mickey, time and time again, you have proven one thing, and it's not that you're just tough, it's not that you're bad, it's that you can't get the job done. And I'm gonna prove in front of everybody at CZW that you don't have what it takes to win the big one, because you have an opportunity once again to defeat old Judge Dredd, and I am going to make sure history repeats itself when I pin your shoulders on the mat and it will be a precursor, a premonition of what's to come at this year's Tournament of Death. You keep losing, Mickey, and I will capitalize. April 7th, Judgment's coming. You can bet on that.
Also, at 2 p.m., you can head on over to the Monster Factory in Paulsboro, New Jersey for Spark Joshi Trailblaze 2024. More Joshi wrestling. The card has not been announced, but it's going to be Joshi, so, you know, it'll be a fun time. And you can also check out this Scott Holiday approved show. I will be doing commentary for Superpowers of Wrestling's Endgame at the Mitchell Fire Company in Burlington, New Jersey. 2 rings, 1 ring outside for a free show, and then you can pay tickets to get inside for the second show. There you will see, in a steel cage match, we will crown the SPO Women's Champion as Rebecca J. Scott challenges against Christina Marie. Plus, it will be a silver scramble cell match, a showcase of tag team wrestling inside a steel cage with platforms at the top. We got the new Backseat Boys. We got the Carnage Crew in their final match, the Golden Era, the Silk City Kings, and Philadelphia staple, the Rep, will all be inside the cell. And for the SPO Heavyweight Championship, Homicide will defend against 2 Cold Scorpio. I'll be there as well doing commentary, along with Sonny Kiss and Bobby Fish. Maybe he'll remember me from the Muay Thai that we did together. It'll be a good time. So check out SPO at the Burlington Fire Hall. That's the Mitchell Fire Company at 2:30 p.m. Of course, if you're heading to WrestleMania, you can also go to the Night 2 tailgate taking place at Xfinity Live. Or at 5 p.m., you could head over to H2O's Wrestling Center in Williamstown, New Jersey for Ruthless Pro Wrestling. There you will see the Danny Havoc Viking tribute as Slack takes on Clint Margera. And in a Tokyo Tower and Light Tubes Bundles death match, it is John Wayne Murdoch versus Yusaki Ito. I think I said that one correctly. And in a typhoon of Light Tubes match, a typhoon, it's going to be Judge Joe Dredd versus Matt Tremont. If you're a fan of deathmatch wrestling, this is the grand finale of WrestleMania weekend. And of course, you can head over to WrestleMania if you got your tickets at the Lincoln Financial Field for Night 2 of WrestleMania. There you will see Cody Rhodes lose to Roman Reigns due to interference by, not the Bloodline because they're banned, but by MJF. Mark my words. That's not going to happen, but I thought it'd be funny to say. And once again, you can go to the watch party at WrestleCon at the Sheraton. There is no watch party at the ECW Arena for Night 2. So if you're there for Night 1, you got to have other plans for Night 2. And that's going to do it. That is everything that I could find that was going on wrestling related in Philadelphia for WrestleMania weekend. Hopefully I get this video out on time, and if there's anything that I missed, I'll try to bring it up in my next video. But what are you doing WrestleMania weekend? Are you going to be hitting a lot of independent shows? Are you going to WrestleMania, or are you watching it all from your couch? I want to hear it. Leave in the comments below where you'll be. Are you coming to see me? I got a bunch of options if you want to come see me. You can see me at Labor of Love. You can see me at CFU. You can see me at Suplex doing stand-up comedy. And you can see me at SPO. So come say hi. Mention that you saw this video, and I'll give you $1. The first person who mentions that they saw this video and sees me in person WrestleMania weekend, I'll give you a crisp $1 bill. Pretty good deal. If you got anything out of this video, And I'm expecting a lot of people just trying to find out what's going on in WrestleMania. So if you're still sticking around, you must have had a good time. Subscribe. I talk about wrestling on this channel. It's a good time. And I hope you have a great day. And I hope you have a great WrestleMania.